Well, welcome everybody. This is Kim Evans, and I am so excited. We did it. This is the sixth session of the six-session series of the EmpowerHER, Unleashing Your Authentic Purpose, Spiritual Anchoring, and Business Masteries for Ambitious Ladypreneurs, women who are in business. Yay! Let me give you guys a clap and a celebration for the ladies that did go through this. And if you did not, you still have an opportunity to go through. This is actually a live class. All the replays and all the virtual sessions actually have been recorded in a live course. I'm so excited. And I will have the links below on how those of you who are not in the course, you can go and get the course. And the newbies that actually would like to participate. So let me give you an introduction. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the EmpowerHER. The EmpowerHER, 6 sessions. The first one was your calling, your introduction. I'm just going to just roll it back a little bit. Welcome to EmpowerHER. It actually was for, I created this with myself in mind, women who are established entrepreneurs, but we don't have the conversation, the true conversation of what happens when we are really trying to build our business. What happens when, you know, in the midst of traumas and experiences and things, life just happens. So when life happens, you need a strong spiritual connection. And what happens is that conversation is not being had. Feminine energy, that conversation is not being had. Implementing female leadership as an entrepreneur, those conversations are not being had enough, in my opinion. So I said, let me come up with a mini master class on how I could do that. And this is what I did. So that's my introduction, was knowing your calling. The second week, or the second session, was awakening your true calling. And that is to gain the clarity of your authentic purpose. Really, what are you being called to do as a ladypreneur? What are you being called to do in terms of your mission? And really just really getting deep down into, are you still happy with what you're doing? And for many times during my 2 decades as a solo entrepreneur, I had to question, am I still on the right track? And because along the way, I always had a strong spiritual connection, God was always, you're on the right track. And what I like is that you will have the evidence along the way to prove that you're still on the right track. And you will have guidance, divine inner guidance, to allow you to know that you're on the right track. Okay. And session 3, nurturing your spiritual anchoring, which was the whole premise of why I wanted to create this masterclass, is to cultivate a deep connection with your spiritual core as the source of your guidance, your strength, and your resilience. There is no way I would have been able to stay in business for 27 years if I was not spiritually guided, if I didn't have the strength, the resilience, and if I didn't explore strong spiritual practices. So I get really deep in that. So please go back, and that's the main session, and go back and re-listen to session 3. Session 4, aligning your core values and your business success. Oftentimes, if you're not meeting where you need to be in your business right now, is because you're out of alignment with your core values. I go so deep into that. Go back and listen to session 3. Then I go into igniting your business mastery. There are 4 things you have to keep in mind, and that is your heart center, and that is how you treat others, and that is how you serve. Your mindset, that is actually the health of your mind, your spiritual connection, and your physical health. 3rd, they go together. And the 4th one is your business mastery. You have to be an avid learner. You cannot stop in this entrepreneurial journey. You cannot stop. You got to continue going all the way to the end. And if you don't want to continue learning all the way to the end, go get a day job, because it's going to require you. And then we get into embracing feminine leadership. Oh my God, that's, if you go back to that. And then the last session, which I'm going to quickly go over, is how to put it all together. And that is unleashing your empower essence. Empower essence, your feminine essence. So let's get right to it. When we talked about aligning your core values, let me just give you a quick review of that. That was identifying your core values, integrating that your values into your decision making, building a strong foundation, create a values-driven brand. When you do that, you can infuse your core values into your brand and identity and to your messaging. When you are in alignment with your core values, actually is synonymous with your messaging, it's synonymous with your brand, it's synonymous with your action steps, it's synonymous with the transformation that you bring, it's synonymous with who you are, it's synonymous with how you speak, it's synonymous with how you walk. All of that should be parallel together. If all those things, if it's a bird, if it walk like a bird, if it quack like a bird, it's a bird. That's what my father used to tell me. It has to all be in alignment. And if it's off alignment in any one of those things that I just told you, is because your core values are out of alignment. Implementing ethical business practices. I talked about that. Attract like-minded. I even gave you some really great examples. One of them, when the lady left her Black American Express card on my table, I told y'all about that. And the other client that left her 3-carat diamond ring. You got to go back and listen to it. It's amazing. Embrace feminine leadership. All is this, identifying your core values. And then we talk about fostering your values and continuously always evaluating yourself. And that's where self-actualization and self-awareness come into play. Are you self-aware? You have to be self-aware of what's going on in your business, who you are, at every trajectory of where you're turning in your business. You have to be self-aware. And so often, it's just like y'all become blinders. You're like Glenn Close in the closet, flicking the light switch on and off when she was trying to get the guy. She's left who she was. She forgot her identity. She had an identity switch and she went over to the dark side and she left the light side. As an entrepreneur, you cannot leave the light side. Sometimes you're going to get glimpses of the dark, but your spirituality is going to bring you back. Celebrate your success. We don't do that enough. We don't do it. This is why our spiritual connection is so vital. And I'm so glad I did it, because somebody's going to get this course and someone's going to really appreciate this, because it's not being talked about as an entrepreneur. How to cultivate a deep and meaningful connection with your spiritual core self. That is the main premise of the whole EmpowerHER. Guidance, strength, your resilience. I'm telling you, you're going to need some bounce back. I told you 3 areas in my business where I almost crashed and freaking burned, but I had to have bounce back. Do you have bounce back? You're going to have some bounce back, and you're going to need some resilience. And sometimes your therapist can't bring you there. It's an inner divine connection that only comes from among high. And I don't mean religious. I just mean, what are your spiritual practices? And I actually went in depth in all of them. Non-denominational. I don't care if you're Buddhist. I don't care what Muslim. I have a lot of Muslim clients. What your denomination. We're not talking about denomination. We're not talking about religion. We're talking about what is your inner divine spiritual practice. What is your universal law ethics? How do you become at one with the universe? When you're walking in the air, in the sun, in the water, God is of the universe. How are you doing that? And collectively, and you bringing that together with you. When you feel that you're on a down day, and that happened to be a gray day because it's not a fuchsia day, do you go outside and do you just raise up your hands and do you get vitamin D from the sun? You could get so much energy. You could get so much download just by going outside, oxygenizing yourself, getting oxygen. You need it all. It all goes together. It all goes together. Oh my goodness. And harmonizing your entrepreneurial spirit, all of this, how to integrate your spiritual practices seamlessly into your daily life and business. You got to integrate your spiritual practice with your business. You have to integrate your spiritual life with your business. If not, you're not going to hang in there. Okay, let's get to today, which is embracing feminine leadership. I'm going to touch on that a little bit. And that is just a little peek, just unveil. I had mentioned in that session, collaborative approach, decision-making, empathy and compassion, cultivating confidence, effective communication, and turning challenges into opportunities. We are now in operation of the feminine high energy. And this is the way we do business, in a feminine energetic form, not a masculine. I went and I shared with you some stories on how for so many years, I had ran my business from a masculine energy. Terrible, terrible, but I didn't know what you don't know until you discover what you need to know. Okay, so now, it is so beautiful when we can operate from this place as being feminine, our feminine energy, our feminine bride, our divine intervention right in here in the heart chakra. It's so easy. Y'all, I'm telling you, it is so much easier when you operate from your place of your feminine. So go back and listen to that. I'm not going to spend that much time, but I'm going to end here. We're going to land the plane, unleashing your empowered essence, where we take everything together. We take everything, your feminine energy. That has nothing to do with him, her, them, or that. It's a masculine and feminine. It's a yin and a yang, period. And so we're just saying that regardless of what you identify with, we embrace everybody. What I'm saying is unleashing your empowered essence is celebrating your own transformation, celebrating your own journey, celebrating how you celebrate every milestone where you are in your business. And it's not just getting to the next. And what do you do when you complete one and you get to the next? And what do you do? No, you need to take time out. You need to just celebrate. You need to process. You need to say just thank you. You need to journal and write it down and reflect every milestone that happens in your business. This is why I celebrate my business 30 days. This is why I let the world know 30 days. Every time Too Gorgeous has a business anniversary, you got to learn how to be your own chief cornerstone. I let everybody know that every May 1st for 30 days, everybody knows my business anniversary. Do you celebrate your business anniversary? That's sad. Okay, after you watch this, you're going to celebrate your business anniversary. Okay, you know why? Because what you're saying is you're telling the universe, you really don't care. But when you say, oh my God, thank you, when you just lend an energy of gratefulness and gratitude and you say, thank you. Do you know the universe will give you more back? Did you not know that? The universe will give you more back. When you find that you are in doom and gloom energy and you're feeling a little bit low, do you know how do you get yourself out? You know how you get yourself out? You go into gratitude. You start thinking and thanking go together. You start saying, what are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? It's an energetic exchange. Instantly, it'll get you out of the dark and it'll get you right back into the light. What are you grateful for? Well, what are you thankful for? Well, meditate on those things. If you meditate on those things, then the shift occurs. But if you meditate on those things that are negative, guess what? You're going to get more of those things. So let's get unleashing empower essence. I'm so excited. So 2, personalizing an action plan. So based on what you have learned from the 5 sessions, as you get into this session and we close it out, what is your action plan? What are you crafting as your personalized action plan that encapsulate your newfound knowledge, your skills, and your aspirations that you learned about yourself from those 5 series? Right? Actually outline your clear steps and continue down your empowered path, ensuring sustainable growth as a successful ladypreneur. One of the things when I was working on my master's degree in holistic health education at John F. Kennedy, we had to do a lot of journal. I journaled so much, it took me 7 years to get through that master's degree. And I went through every single season, even during my major surgery. I didn't go full-time, I had to go part-time because I still had to manage my business. In every single one of them freaking classes, we had to journal. We journal so much, I don't want to see a notebook. I just, you do it so much, I don't want to see a notebook. I don't want to see a pen, I don't see no paper. But now I'm at a different dispensation, man. I done got some new journals out and journal it. It's something about what it does to the brain. When you write something from pen to paper in the brain, there's a transformation. And I could get more into brain neuroscience at another time, but it's really important. So I'm just saying to do that, have an action plan and journal some of these things that maybe you had some aha moments in watching the videos. And the videos are not very long. They're like 30 minutes. The first one is an hour. The second one is 45, and all the other ones is 30 minutes. Embrace your empowered essence, embracing the radiant essence. of who you are. And I think we as women, we don't do that. We don't embrace the essence of who we are as women. Allow your intelligence, allow your brightness, allow your allow your genius to shine over every aspect of your life. Carry forth the confidence, the purpose, the impact that you cultivate, creating a legacy, for your empowerment success. I had a client that came in, I was sharing this on my live earlier today, that I had not seen her in 3 years, and she was suffering cancer. And actually she is a survivor. And it was so wonderful to see her. It was absolutely incredible. I was so glad. And I was glad because she trusted me enough to come back. She trusted my intelligence and my knowledge and my genius to come back. And she knew that she would be in a safe environment to come back to me. So all I'm saying here, embrace your empowered essence. And part of that is really allowing your genius to shine. And as females and as ladypreneurs, sometimes we hide behind that. We sabotage ourselves when we don't do it. So when she left, I patted myself on the back and I said, Kim, you're a badass. I said, you're a badass. You're badass. I said, yes, you got to do this. Like, wow, this is really great that she entrusted me so much to come back to me. Because, your doctors have to clear you, to go to a facility. And I am a medical massage therapist. I've been one for 9 years now. And the other part of what I do. And I just felt so honored to be able that she felt safe to come back to me. But at the same time, I said, God, thank you. Thank you for my brilliance. Thank you for my being able to articulate, and thank you for allowing me to be a servant, to be able to serve in a greater capacity to my clients that are in need. What are you doing to allow yourself to open up so that you can be that servant for the Most High, so that God can trust you to send clients to you, whether you're a brick and mortar business or whether you're a coach, whether you're a consultant, whether you're a barber, whether you're a realtor, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a lawyer. What are you doing to open up your heart chakra to where you can say, damn, I'm a badass. I'm really smart. I'm really genius. I do bring transformation to the world and universe. Send more clients to me. Let me be of service in a deeper capacity way. Acknowledge that within yourself. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Carry forward your confidence, and you walk with confidence. You walk with integrity. You walk with love. And that is part of your legacy. So let's get to it. Celebrating your transformation. I've transformed a lot. I've gone through a couple of pivots, several of them, as a matter of fact, integrating your program elements. Where are you right now? I am growing. What are things that I love about my clients when they come in? I'm looking at time. One thing that I love about my clients when they come in, Kim, you're always branding yourself. You just keep growing, and they just love that. They like coming to me. It's like, what's going on? What's new? Because I know if I come to you, something is new. Yeah, it should be something new, but there's sometimes ain't nothing new. I'm just celebrating what God is doing right now in my life. I'm going on vacation, and I'm just going to sit at the ocean water and journal and have some nice water and some clear Mai Tais and enjoy myself. Because sometimes it's not about that season. It's not about that season of cultivating something new. Sometimes it's going back. It's just like, what have I done? What impact did I make? What impact did I make? Okay, where do I need to probably shift here, change this? All right, you got the point. Integration of program elements. So blending your elements of empowerment, your spiritual grounding, your business mastery. So everything that you've learned here, you put that thing all together like it's in a blender, and you come up with a new recipe, and it's like, okay, how's that going to make you better? Personalized action plan. We talked about that. You're going to journal and embrace your empowered essence, but more so, it's radiating through life, being the queen that you are. Whenever you walk into an environment or a meeting, the neurons and the protons are already mixed there. And when you walk up, it should be people like they just, you become a magnet. People like, I don't know who that is, but that energy field over there, that force field, you become a force field. That force field over there, I need some of that. I don't know who that is. You just don't know how many times I'm in a room and people's like, excuse me, what is your name? because you just look like you of something. You just look like that. Come on, what you got to shift your energy, shift your energy. And so that's embracing your empowered essence. You know, it's that confidence, it's that surety. But you have to do those things that we talked about in session 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And once you do those things, it's like the light comes on. It's like, okay, now let's put it all together. So that is actually in a nutshell of embracing and your empowered essence. It's just putting it all together. Did anybody here have any questions? See, I did this one really, really quick because all the other ones were a little bit more extensive. So again, let me repeat back. So just in case you're just not coming on, and please hit the replay. So the first one is the introduction to the EmpowerHER, actually for ambitious, established lady entrepreneurs. It's a transformative journey of self-discovery, spiritual grounding, and business mastery. I combined all those three together so that you can unlock your authentic purpose and elevate your success as an entrepreneur. So in session 2, we awaken your true calling. I talked about that. Session 3, nurturing spiritual anchoring. Session 4, we align your values in your business success. Let me grab some water. Session 5, igniting business mastery. That's where I give you a little bit some models and some systems. And in sessions 5, embracing feminine leadership. And you can use that in corporations as well as for entrepreneurs, but it's mainly, I was actually talking more from a entrepreneur's perspective with that. And then today is the end, and we're talking about unleashing your empowered essence, which is that we're just putting it all together. So my confident and my ambitious lady entrepreneurs, I am so excited to know how this EmpowerHER has impacted you. So please send me some email, a message in your course that you're going to get, or those that are purchasing it in your course. Actually, you could go into it and then you can leave comments. So let me also just leave with you a few ways on how you can work with me, how we could work together, because I would be remiss if I don't mention that moving forward and how we can work together moving forward. If you loved all this and you want to continue this beautiful journey together, so there's 3 ways on how you can work with me. Very, very simple. I offer one-on-one coaching. And my one-on-one coaching, we either work together for 3 or 6 months or for 9 months. My second way in how we work together is my VIP day. My VIP days are awesome. My VIP days are for, I have to say, my high rollers, those that actually are my super rock stars. Those are for the people who actually are very, very, very well established, but you trying to achieve one area where you're just really, really stuck and you really need to move this in a small period of time, whether it might be revenue, whether it might be a new product development, and you actually are on a time frame and you just got to get this thing. You just got to get this thing done. And so my VIP days is 5 hours to 6 hours. And we actually work one day together in person and we knock it out the park. So that's a way. And then the third way that we can work together is through my mastermind program, which is my 12 months program, the Unstoppable program, which is amazing. So I have my School of Beauty and Business. It is open now, and all these beautiful master trainings are going to be in there. So you can also connect with me in the School of Beauty and Business, and it's just the Unstoppable ladyboss.com. And you'll see a lot of what I got cooking in there. I'm so excited. And then I got some great news that I'm going to be expressing in November. So I'm really excited about that. So do any of you guys have any questions? Let me see if I have any questions in here in the Q&A. How long is this going to be up? Actually, I could go ahead and stop it now, stop the recording. And then we can, let me see, I'll go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you very kindly. It has been definitely a pleasure. And thank you for being part of the EmpowerHER series. Look forward to my next masterclass, actually, which is going to be my podcasting class that I'm going to be offering. And that's going to be in the notes as well. So thank you very much.